Hey everybody, what's up? Thank you for checking out this video. Welcome to United in Strength. Mike here. Um, if you like what you see here, please make sure to hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. You know you want to. Come on, give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and that way you will be notified of when more videos are coming your way, and they will be. Trust me on that one. So in my previous video, I introduced you all to the fine art of the glute bridge. A great posterior chain exercise that works not just your glutes, but works your lower back, transverse abdominis, and rectus abdominis, and your hamstrings. It's a great way to relieve lower back pain. A physical therapist had recommended these to me when I wrenched my lower back in 2011, and it did work wonders for me. And it will also stretch your hips out. So now we're going to challenge you to work your posterior chain harder by making a small modification or two simply by raising your feet. Because by raising your feet, you'll be raising your hips higher. And that's going to force your hamstrings to work hard. It's going to force you to try and keep your core tighter than you've ever kept it tight. So we're going to do a glute bridge with a slight elevation, as I like to call, and I'll get into that during the demonstration. And then we're going to do a glute bridge with a bench, which I'll discuss during that demonstration. Let's take it away.
All right, everyone. So we're going to start off with the glute bridge with slight elevation. And as you'll see, I have a foam roller. Now, for most of this, I would recommend, if you have it, to use a medicine ball if it's in your gym, or if you have one at home. If not, use some kind of platform. For me, it's a foam roller. So I'm going to start off the way I start off with a traditional glute bridge. On my back, hands to my sides, in front of my shoulders, my legs 45 degrees. My feet are going to be as close together as possible to simulate being on a medicine ball as much as possible. It's going to enforce stability, and as I raise my hips higher than normal, it's going to force my hamstrings to work harder too. You're going to stretch your hips out more, and it's going to definitely challenge you. So feel free as you do this to use some extra help from pushing your heels. I wouldn't recommend this with the traditional glute bridge, but as this is harder, it might be beneficial to do that. Just make sure that you don't press through your hands. And I said that in my previous video as well. And as with the traditional glute bridge, I recommend doing this for a few sets of 12 reps if possible, or as many as you can until you get used to it. And this is the slightly elevated glute bridge. And yeah, that's Jim Cornette on the TV. Alright everybody, for this second demonstration, we're going to be using, this is going to be the glute bridge on a bench, or in my case, a coffee table. Thank God it is not glass. Make sure for this that your hands are to your sides again on your back. Make sure that the table is horizontal, facing you horizontally, and your legs are perpendicular as close to the table as possible. Otherwise, this is not going to work. And much like the other variation, drive through your heels if you need to help with raising your heels, because you're raising your hips higher than normal, and you have to make it midline. Another way to stretch your back out, another way to stretch your hips out, and another way to really work your core, your transverse abdominis, your abs, your rectus abdominis. This is going to be this is going to be the next step to this. Most likely could be the wrestler's bridge.
Here's a very important bit of advice for all of you who are just trying this out for the first time. If you're like me and you've been having issues with setting yourself for bench pressing as a means to keep yourself tight throughout the movement, these modifications might actually serve as a great way to reinforce keeping your core and your lower body tight. I've already seen changes in my own setup because I can raise my hips even higher than I had before while packing my shoulders together, and then I'm able to activate my glutes and my core better and to keep my hamstrings tight even before I place my feet on the floor, which is very, very crucial, as the bench press is in fact a full body movement. People forget that. So this is very, very beneficial. And if you perfect these, especially the glute bridge on a bench, you might be able to try the wrestler's bridge. And maybe we'll discuss that in a further video. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure again to like this video and subscribe. Make sure you can check out the website, and I'm also available for online personal training. Drop me a direct message or an email if you are interested. Until next time.